All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into one of the biggest, oldest questions there is. Why does any of this exist? But we're going to tackle it by exploring a really beautiful and profound story. I mean, really, think about it. Why is there a universe in the first place? And why are we here able to ask that question? Look, countless thinkers have come up with answers. But today, we're exploring one from the Risale-i Nur. It's a 20th century collection of spiritual writings, and it uses a powerful story to make a truly massive idea feel personal and something you can actually wrap your head around. So, our journey into this whole idea starts with something called the parable of the palace. And like any great parable, it takes a simple story to explain something incredibly profound about the very nature of our reality. Okay, so the story kicks off with a sultan. But here's the thing. He's not just some ruler with a big army and tons of gold. The story paints him as a master craftsman, a brilliant artist with infinite wisdom and skill. His real treasures aren't in his vaults. They're his incredible knowledge and limitless power to create. And this quote, this is the key. This is the motivation for everything that's about to happen. The story suggests that if a being has immense beauty and perfection, there's this built-in desire for that beauty to be seen, to be witnessed, to be appreciated. It's a need for self-expression, but on the most epic scale imaginable. So, with this deep desire driving him, the Sultan decides to build something absolutely magnificent. Not just a building, but a massive palace. You can think of it as a grand exhibition, a perfect mirror designed to reflect everything he is: his power, his artistry, his generosity, and his wisdom. And this palace is just bursting with wonders. The source material talks about it being decorated with the finest jewels, filled with miraculous works of art and covered in these intricate, subtle patterns. But it's more than that. The Sultan also prepares this incredible banquet, a feast with every kind of food you could ever dream of, each one perfectly made to delight the tastes of every single guest. Now, this is so important. The palace wasn't built to be empty. No way. Its whole purpose was for others to experience it. So the Sultan sends out this huge invitation to all his subjects, telling them to come see his creation and enjoy the feast that he prepared just for them. But here's the catch. The palace is super complex. It's filled with all these layers of meaning and art that, a casual visitor might totally miss. So the Sultan does one more really crucial thing. He appoints a guide. And this isn't just any tour guide, okay? This guy is an expert, a teacher who totally gets the architect's vision. His job is to explain the meaning behind all the intricate designs, to reveal the purpose of the whole exhibition, and to teach the visitors the proper etiquette, how to act in a way that truly honors the creator of this incredible place. So, the guests show up, and almost immediately, a divide starts to form. Their entire experience of this amazing palace comes down to one simple choice. Do they listen to the guide, or do they just ignore him? And this just spells it out perfectly. You've got two clear paths. First, there's the appreciative group. They listen to the guide, they look past the surface, they admire the craftsmanship, and they actually try to understand what the Sultan was going for. They act with respect. Then you have the second group, the heedless. They completely ignore the guide, they just make a beeline for the banquet, stuff themselves silly, cause a ruckus, and treat the palace and its rules with total disrespect. Their only focus is their own immediate, selfish pleasure. So, that's the story. Pretty cool, right? But now, let's decode the allegory. Let's see how this simple parable builds into a massive, profound worldview. How does a story about a sultan in a palace actually answer that huge question we started with? Why does any of this exist? Okay, this is it. This is the key that unlocks the whole thing. The Sultan, the master artist, that represents the creator. The grand palace, so vast and intricate, that's the universe itself. The art, the jewels, the feast, that's all the wonders of creation around us, from distant galaxies down to living cells. And the visitors invited into this exhibition, well, that's us, that's humanity. And the guide, the one sent to explain what it all means, in this theological view, that crucial role is filled by the prophets. When you see it this way, it leads to a pretty profound conclusion. The universe isn't some meaningless, random accident. It's a deliberate, purposeful exhibition, a cosmic art gallery designed to show off the attributes of its creator: infinite knowledge, power, mercy, and of course, beauty. So this brings us to the final and maybe the most important question of all. If we're the visitors in this cosmic palace, what's our role? What are we supposed to be doing here?
You see, the allegory doesn't just explain why the universe is here, it also suggests a purpose for our existence within it. We're not just random bystanders, not at all.
Our job, just like the appreciative visitors, has 4 parts. First, we're meant to observe and really think about the wonders all around us. Second, to listen to the guidance that's been sent to help us make sense of it all. Third, to use that understanding to grasp the Creator's intent. And finally, to respond with gratitude and respect for this magnificent exhibition we get to be a part of. So, ultimately, the parable is suggesting that human consciousness has this incredibly unique purpose: to be the witnesses, to be the audience that can actually appreciate the art, understand the message, and then reflect that appreciation back. And so we end right back where we started, with that core motivation. The universe, in this view, exists because its creator, a being of absolute beauty and perfection, wanted that beauty to be seen and to be known. And our highest purpose? It's to be that conscious observer.
So the allegory leaves us with one final, very personal question. If this entire cosmos is a grand exhibition, a book of wonders, a profound message from its creator, what is it saying to you? Thanks for watching.